Welcome back. A local automotive journalist says he spent days unknowingly being tracked by police after license plate cameras mistakenly identified the test vehicle that he was driving as stolen. Kent Erdahl breaks down how this happened and why the story is sparking a bigger controversy about surveillance.
Right after returning a package at the Kohl's near his Plymouth home.
Hello, sir. Can you come out to me, please?
Sure. Joel Fetter.
Is it just you and the wife?
Yeah. And his wife.
Both of us? Both of us.
Were suddenly surrounded.
I was parked here. There was a car here, so I couldn't just drive away.
Even a week and a half later, he still can't believe it.
And I legitimately looked at my wife and I was like, I wasn't even speeding. Like, there's nothing I did wrong.
That certainly didn't stop things from getting tense.
Are you armed at all?
No.
No? Okay, is this your car?
It's complicated, can I explain it?
Joel is director of content and product at thedrive.com, meaning the Land Rover he was driving wasn't his, but he was test driving it for work.
I have paperwork that can show you that I drive this for the week.
Okay.
It's owned by Jaguar Land Rover. If you run the plates, it's owned by Jaguar Land Rover. They own it.
Little did he know Plymouth police had already run them.
The reason you have 4 cops here is because your license plate is registered as stolen license plates in our system.
Are you serious? 15 years doing this job, I've never had this. This is insane.
That's because the plates were flagged by an emerging surveillance network of flock cameras. And not just before this stop.
Hit on our license plate readers the other day too, so.
Are you serious? Cameras that read my license plate now twice in the last couple of days, and it picked up and flagged it for the cops. You guys been searching for this car. Unreal.
And it turns out the issue at the heart of the stop really wasn't real. Plymouth police released him after more than an hour, telling us today, quote, when the license plate was reported as stolen in California, it was improperly entered in the National Crime Information Center database with incomplete numbers.
Manufacturer plate for New Jersey has 2 big numbers, 2 little numbers, and 3 big letters, okay? 3410 DTM was my plate, but what got flagged was 34 DTM.
In a statement from Flock, the company wrote, we take incidents like this seriously and are looking closely at what happened. Flock's system is highly accurate and situations like this are rare. That said, an alert should be one part of an investigation, not the whole basis for a stop.
I think the issue is that a human error got amplified because this technology doesn't have enough guardrails in place. The police officers that day told me there were 4 plates, including mine, in the state of Minnesota, that were hitting on 34 DTM on flock cameras. 4. Range Rover told me there's about 15 Range Rovers in the nationwide fleet that had some combination of 34XX DTM. They had to freeze the whole fleet until this whole got figured out. Because other people can get pulled over, might not ended the same.
This is the craziest story, legitimately.
There are so many concerns here. I mean, I'm thankful my kids were in the car. I'm thankful the cops had the patience to listen and they didn't come in hot and angry, guns drawn. I mean, someone could have got shot, right?
Kent Erdahl reporting there. This afternoon, local cities cracking down on e-bikes and other electric rides, saying they're seeing more people speeding and not wearing helmets. This is doctors say they've seen a staggering rise in people coming in with related injuries. Raya Katene has more.
There's no dodging the blazing afternoon heat at this park in Blaine, but here people are regularly dodging electric bikes and scooters.
They just go around corners really fast, and as a walker, a lot of older people are in the area and it's hard to dodge.
Clearly ignoring any pedestrians, including young kids and older people as well, so it's definitely a problem.
Blaine Police Officer Kurt Green spends a lot of time at Lakeside Commons Park. So too do people on e-bikes, scooters, and motos, which have only grown in popularity in recent years, Green says, but so too have the problems.
You throw a 12, 13-year-old that hasn't had the education on how to drive and just say, figure it out. They don't have the skills to be able to react to something really quick. It's when the kids are riding 2 up on the scooters. They've hit parked vehicles, they've hit parked trailers.
And the injuries don't stop at broken bones, according to Regions Hospital trauma surgeon Ryan Robbins, though she has seen pelvic and spinal fractures.
We see a lot of patients who come in with substantial injuries, especially to the head, who have not been wearing a helmet. And that is concerning.
Data from last year through November shows Regions saw 53 e-bike and e-scooter injuries compared to 33 in 2024 and 22 the year prior. In e-bike injuries alone, the hospital saw a 900% increase from 2023 to 2025. And between May 1st and now, the trauma team responded to 8 cases related to e-bikes, scooters, and motos.
I think even as a trauma surgeon, I was not aware of how dangerous these were until I started seeing the accidents come into the emergency department.
Last month, the city of Blaine adopted a new ordinance requiring e-riders under 18 to wear a helmet and enforcing a maximum speed of 20 miles per hour for e-bikes and scooters, as opposed to the state's 28 miles per hour.
Before you just say, here you go out and have fun with your friends, make sure they know the rules, because ultimately it comes back on you as a parent.
And with summer in full swing, Green says the goal is to have fun while being smart.
We're hearing about crashes involving these electric rides across the state last week. Wayzata police said that they're investigating a crash involving a car and a kid on an e-bike. And just 2 days ago, the Minnesota State Patrol says someone on an e-bike was injured as they were riding on the shoulder of a highway in Brainerd. Well, the countdown is on this afternoon. We are just 24 hours away from a big match in the World Cup quarterfinal as Norway takes on England. Right now, the Vikings are favorite to win. Sophia Hernandez has a preview from Florida.
Norway's star player can't believe he's practicing to take the field for Saturday's game.
Right now, I didn't expect it. To be honest, to be quarterfinals with Norway in the World Cup is quite surprisingly even for me. So.
But he's been taking the cup and America by storm.
Walking out on the street and doing this.
From cowboy hats in Texas to playing golf at the JW Turnberry in Miami, Erling Haaland has become a fan favorite.
I like the Americans. I think they are kind of hilarious as well, and they are funny. Know me now that I like to joke a little bit and I like to have fun. So I think that's a key for my daily life, to joke around and of course train good, of course focus well and prepare well.
And prepare they must as they enter their second training day in Miami before taking on England, which also has quite the fan base.
I said, are there really that many Brits around here? I mean, there are.
Olivia McGee is the manager of British Depot in Fort Lauderdale, one of many English businesses in Broward County. Her customers come in for one thing: chocolate.
It's memories, you know. They come in here and it's like grown adults or like a kid in a candy store. Yeah. Literally.
Customers who are rooting for their home team.
I mean, everybody hoped, of course, but like when you look at the teams that are in this competition, I mean, it's just the magnitude is overwhelming. But, you know, soccer being English game is, of course, we expected them to go far. But this far, I don't know.
Going head to head with Norway this weekend. How are we feeling going into this game?
Very excited. I'm thinking a little apprehensive, of course. Naturally, nerves are going to be on edge.
Tomorrow's game starts at 4 p.m. We'll be watching. Stick with us. We got more news and weather coming up after the break.